We are joined by PeekingBoo, who is about to run Super Mario 64 16 star, which we did see by Quills yesterday, but for a bit of excitement, we're on a dance pad to do it. So let's get some hype in chat to see this stupid stuff. Welcome, PeekingBoo.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Right, I'm good. I can't see why there is no reason to go right ahead and count it down, man, whenever you're ready.
All right, no worries. So we'll start time on go. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so hi everybody. So this is your filler run to get you guys prepared for Mario Odyssey dance pad any percent. So this is Mario 64 16 star. It's pretty much the first speed game I learned because I wanted to see if I could do like all of the dance pad. Sorry, I wanted to see if I could do all of the tricks with dance pads. And so you're gonna see a couple of familiar tricks. So you know, Lakitu skip, hopefully, cannonless. I don't know, there's probably a couple of other cool ones that I've forgotten. But then there's also going to be a couple of weird ones that you might not be familiar with because while they are tricks, they're not as fast as, you know, later tricks. And so one of the first ones we're going to do is actually on the Chain Chomp stage, right after Lakitu. So let's just get right into it and hopefully everything's going to go great. But hope you guys have been enjoying the marathon so far and let's get underway. All right.
Good luck, man.
Hey, thanks for the good luck. I'm really gonna need it because, like, this game, I run very intermittently, and there's a huge reason for that. And it's because anyone that's familiar with 16 star knows that at the end, there's backward long jumps. And while I have a PB of 21 minutes, backward long jumps can make this run anywhere from like 25 to 30 minutes long. So we'll just have to see what happens. So the first star that we have right off the bat is the Chain Chomp. Now usually what you guys do, or what you guys see, is runners will go up to this bob-omb and then do the bomb clip. But because I can't press 3 buttons at the same time, which is left A and B, I have to take this box over to the corner and then crouch to get between the bars. So there you go. I believe that's old tech that people used to use before they switched over to bomb clip. Alright, so next off the bat, I'm going to swing around here, go over to Womp's Fortress. And we're going to try and do Cannonless, which is basically a fancy way of getting the star that's trapped in the wall. So normally what you'd have to do is talk to the pink bob-omb, blast a cannon at the wall, and then blast yourself at the wall again once you've broken it. But if we get lucky, and I really mean that, like if we get lucky, I'll do this first try and it's gonna look amazing. So, here we go. And, wow, look at that, we did it.
Here we go!
Okay, so now that everything's going according to plan, I can continue with the splits that I have in front of me. So next we're doing the Wild Blue, which is the star around the corner. So up we go, to the left, not that way Mario, this way, this left. Gonna do a little dive rollout, side flip next to the blue coin, missed the wall, failed the backup, and now we have to do the backup. Failed the backup, so let's do the final backup. There we go.
Here we go!
Love it. All right. And then from here out, it's pretty much standard affair, you know, like, I don't really know, I don't really know how other 16 star runners do it. All I know is that they do it in like 15 minutes or so. We're not gonna be quite as fast as that, but I'm pretty much just gonna do what feels most comfortable. So here we are fighting King Womp. And all we gotta do is ground pound this guy 3 times. So if you ground pound when he's trying to ground pound you, you actually go straight through him. Well, that was mean. You go straight through him without getting crushed. And you can do that both ways. So when he's pounding down and when he's getting up. Makes for a super easy fight. Now, a lot of Whomp's Fortress is going to look the same, because just like what you saw me do then, of getting to the top, we're going to go up and get to the top again, except this time we're going to go higher and climb the tower. Let's do that. And 1, 2. Okay. So the staircase ate my jump, but did you guys know there's a warp here? And with that warp, we can go here, triple jump off that guy. He never saw it coming. And then I can like try to wall kick off this plank here to get on here. Oh my goodness, it actually worked. Let's continue.
Here we go.
You know, I just realized I did never explain... I never explained my button layout at all. Like, at all. I probably should have done that. If it's not immediately obvious, we'll go through the
I think
motions now.
someone's explained it in chat.
Oh, did they? Wow.
So,
Okay.
Blue pad is movement, and red pad left is Z, down is A, up is B.
Dang. Well, we got some super PeekingBoo fans in here, that's for sure. But yeah, pretty much. So yeah, blue arrows over here are my directionals. This is what I use to control Mario. Then we have Z, A, and B. And the only other button that I use is the right pad, which is C up. And I use that to enter the wing cap stage. Now, because this is a DDR, like an arcade setup, I actually have 6 more buttons across the front here. And I use those for like pausing the game and rotating the camera. And you'll see one example of that right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit C right to rotate the camera and then quickly go back to the pads. And I do this just so I can run off the left here. And then kick down to here. Go into Mario Cam and then get out of it again. 1, 2, 3. And so they're just extra buttons that I have to step off the pad in order to use.
Here we go.
Okay, so we just got one more stage in Cool Mountain, and then we're going to be fighting Bowser. So this is the baby penguin. Okay. Sometimes I bonk on that the wrong way and just fall into the slide, and then we have to do the penguin, you know, slide thing. But we're good.
Here we go.
Okay. So with that, the run's half
Mind if I
done.
get a quick donation in when I can, man?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. So we have $54.06 from Anonymous. No comment, but thank you very much nonetheless. And just to remind everyone, whenever you are donating, please put it towards an incentive. We have heaps of incentives that are yet to be met, and it doesn't take anything away from your donation. It still goes to the same place, and also add extra runs and stuff to the marathon. Make the marathon longer, and give us more ASM to enjoy.
Okay. So during all of that, we've just gone and entered the Bowser 1 stage. And all I'm pretty much going to do here is just to ignore the red coins and hopefully not hit any of these crystals because they slow me down. And their hitboxes are surprisingly huge. Okay. Get along that narrow path there without any trouble. Okay, awesome. Now, one of the great things about running this game on dance pads is that I don't need to spin the analog stick because I have the, I guess you could say the privilege of being able to press left and right at the same time. Oops. Of course, that doesn't make me any better at throwing, it just makes it easier for me. And so yeah, the way this game works is that as long as you're holding a direction, Bowser doesn't lose spin speed. And as long as you're tapping a direction that isn't like the same as what you have, it like adds speed. And so with that, Bowser keeps picking up speed by me just holding right and tapping left. Okay, so we've finished with Bowser. Down we go to the basement. It's funny you mentioned that, Lock Solve, because Mario 64 in particular actually plays a lot like a 2D game. And like you'll see it a lot in the stages. The harder stages typically aren't set up that way, but the earlier stages are set up in like a square grid, and you'll see like a lot of, I don't know, you'll see a lot of things that kind of indicate that. Okay. Sorry, I just have to focus on this for a sec. Get it? Get it? Okay, we're good. So yeah, like, obviously with the game being very old and blocky, everything is still very square. But what I mean by that is, like, a lot of the geometry actually has square grids on them to make it easier to, like, align yourself and reference things. And we're going to see a good example of that when we reach the second Bowser stage shortly. Because the second Bowser stage is pretty much just a side-scroller. Oh my goodness. Let's try that again.
Here we go!
Okay. So now that we're done with Shifting Sandland, we're going to go over to Hazy Maze Cave. And we're going to do the emergency exit star. Now, Hazy Maze Cave in particular, with dance pads, is very different to what you see like a normal runner do, because I focus on like very basic strats that deliver me the results, but they're not necessarily faster. So you'll see a lot of runners like getting up the top and then triple jumping off the box at the top, and then floating all the way down to the lake underneath. I kind of can't do that because it's hard and I don't want to learn it. So what you're going to see me doing is kind of the casual speedrun way of doing it, I suppose.
So quick question in chat, man, saying what made you first use a dance pad?
That's actually, it's a good question and one that I get asked a lot, but basically, you know, you'd think if I got asked a lot, I would actually have a decent answer. The main reason is that I was just kind of bored. Like, I bought this machine to solely play DDR, but then I played DDR for a long time to the point where I just kind of got bored of it. And so to spice things up, I just put a NES emulator on and just played Mario 3. And then that was like really fun, so I started streaming it. And, you know, when I finished with one game, I just tried to pick a game that was like harder and just keep going like that.
Do you have the dance pad world record for Mario 3?
I assume so. Unless someone else has it, I have no idea.
Is it on the leaderboards? It should be.
It is, yeah. So I think I did any percent no wrong warp, and I did any percent warpless. I haven't done 100% though, because Mario 3 is really brutal. Alright, so we're done with Hazy Maze Cave. I didn't really get a chance to talk about it all that much. And so now we're going in to get star number 15. Nearly forgot to press C right again. Oops. Now the reason we need 15 stars, first of all, is so that we can spawn Mips, which is the rabbit inside the basement. And so what Mips allows us to do is clip through the door to get through to Bowser's sub, which I think normally requires 30 stars. But we're going to say nuts to that. Thank you, Mips. And we're going to get in there with 15 to grab our 16th star and unlock Bowser's stage.
Just quickly, man, we have $5.97 from Alessandro Algieri saying, love you guys, kiss kiss.
Thank you, thank you. Right, there we go. So that's the Mips clip. Basically, if you push Mips through the corner of the door, it lands behind you and pushes you through instead. And And yeah, that's how you get through both of those doors, and here we are at Bowser's Sub. Easy peasy, let's go. Okay. Make it BLJs make dancepad 0 and 1 star impossible? Kind of. I've never been able to successfully do both. Well, sorry, what I mean by that is I can do the BLJ that gets me into the basement. But I haven't been able to do the one that gets me into the Bowser stage. Or the sub, for that matter. Whoops. Alrighty. So I was mentioning before about how a lot of this game is laid out like a side-scroller. This is a classic example of that. All you actually have to do is just hold right or hold left for most of this. So like, that's all I'm doing right now. The only exception is that I do just want to bounce to get 2 coins there instead of 1. Alright, here we go. But yeah, this whole stage is just a side-scroller. And so it makes movement a lot easier than if I'm, traversing 3D planes. Dang it. I was trying to race the green demon, dude. Alright, let's keep going then. Okay, up we go. So a nice easy setup for this is as soon as the fight starts, just hit C left and C down. C left, C down, run right. Hold down and then hold left. And then punch behind him when it stops shaking. Okay, I was really lucky that that hit. I was just about to say, and yet I still mistimed my throws. Okay. Well, it's BLJ time. So let's do this. In we go. So now that I've got the key, I actually can't leave this room, so I have to exit course to go back to the lobby. And so now this is usually the part that breaks my runs, because BLJs are wildly inconsistent. And yeah, what can you do about it, right? So I go halfway up the stairs and press C down to get an alignment. Okay, love it. That's the first one. And then the next one. Okay, I'll take it. Good bonk. Alright, we in there. Good stuff, dude. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I have no fancy strats for this level. It's pretty much just a side-scroller like Bowser 2. So, nothing fancy, we're literally just climbing the top as fast as we can. Although, if I do hold A and then mash B like that, it does let me kick up slopes. Fun fact. So we're going to try and go for the daddy jump. Dang. Alright, I got half of the daddy jump, so I'll take that. Up we go.
Man, we have a $10.95 donation from C. Moidy, who is my other half, saying, "Don't know about anyone else, but this is so much fun to watch. You're killing this run, PeekingBoo. Unbelievable that you're doing this on a DDR pad."
Thank you. All right.
A little bit sad that my girlfriend's more impressed with you than she is with me.
It's all right, man. You know what to do now.
And I'm taking some notes.
All right, now I'm just gonna do lazy strats here. We're gonna wait for Bowser to run at me. Mostly because I don't want this run to PB. Okay, so if Bowser runs at you, you can actually just drop him on the bomb like that. So hopefully he runs at me again immediately. Oh, he does. Okay. Dude, no way, this run just PB'd.
Yo, that's sick. Oh, GG's.
I haven't done this run in so long, dude. What the hell?
Let's get some
And
dancepad.
time.
PB. Oh, sick, man. Well done.
Dude, that was a 20-second PB. That was so dumb.
Let's go. Clappers in the chat. PB time on a dance pad.
Oh, man.
Our chat is going mental with GG's and Pog and PB.
Yo, shoutouts to the filler run, man. If we weren't so far ahead of schedule, this wouldn't have happened.
You wouldn't have gotten that sneaky PB, marathon PB that now has to go on your YouTube channel.
Stuff. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that run. So this was a no practice, no derust, none of that. It was just a very impromptu run of 16 star. And coming up next with Odyssey, it's actually the exact same thing. I haven't practiced Odyssey at all. The only run I've done was like a month ago, so maybe it'll PB, but maybe not. It's a bit longer. It's very easy to mess things up, but who knows.
We can get hyped for PBs. Okay? With that being said,